what it would be like if I flew Camari's mom out here. I came up with the ideas because Royalty don't be answering, man. I be calling Royalty a lot trying to talk to the kids. She does answer. I'm not gonna say she don't answer at all. But like today, I called her 10 times, she ain't answer at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm flying my baby mom out here. Not so that we can do anything or rekindle our relationship. Tomorrow gonna be a big day.
I ain't want Camari to stay for year one because all y'all kids, because that's all his fan base is kids. All y'all kids know me and Cordero don't get along all the time, and me and Charlene don't get along. And we've had our views over Instagram, and she said what she said, and I said what I said. So when it came to the whole little not having a baby situation or whatever, at that point in time, I apologized for me being a woman. And if I wasn't able to have kids and somebody said that about me, it would bother me as well. But other than that, all this, she apologized, you should apologize then. He's a capper. Cordero caps. So he called me. He's like, are you going to let Camari come and stay with me for a year? This is Cordero's idea. Let's put that out there first. He wants to keep Camari for a year because when she was one, he left. And he did what he wanted to do or whatever. And then y'all knew nothing about her. And he came back in her life when she was, I want to say, 4 or 5. Me and her flew to Vegas. He flew us out there. And Charlene, yes, Royalty, she knew nothing about me being there until after he came there with Camari or whatever. And of course, Cordero is who he is. I showed y'all the messages before where he'll text me and say, I love you. He'll send me pictures of his private parts. He'll tell me how much he want to be with me and how he gonna leave her. Oh, let's talk about these twins though. So the whole twin situation. So the whole agreement was for Camari to go with Cordero for a year or whatever. And he's like trying to convince me to get her to stay with him. And I'm like, no, I just don't feel like she should go. We've never been away from each other this long. But he's like, well, I'll up your child support so we don't have to go to court or whatever if you let her stay with me. So I'm like, let me think about it, because at the end of the day, everything to him is about YouTube subscribers and money and views. So he like, Camari, he steady asking me like, are you gonna let Camari stay? Are you gonna let Camari stay? So this day was June 5th, and he was like, what about Camari coming out here? Does she have summer school? I said, she's coming out there. I sent the teacher a message waiting for her to reply, because we were waiting to see if she had to do summer school or not. So the teacher replied or whatever, and like, no, she don't have to do summer school. So I'm like, okay, as far as her coming out that she has asthma, and they claim they don't need to go to the doctor because they don't believe in stuff like that, but Camari has asthma. Asthma is real. So I said, as far as her asthma, are you going to make sure she goes to the doctor and get properly medicated? And as far as her insurance, what are you going to do about that? He replies, I'll be paying her medicine cash, no insurance. We never go to the doctor, which you already know, but I'll find a local doctor for Camari just in case she has an issue. So I'm like, okay, cool. He booked the flight. I said, what time, what day? He sent the time and the day or whatever. So we went back and forth about the day she was going to come out there, and he finally got a day for her to come. Let's see. Let's get down to it. Okay, so when it came to Camari being out there, whatever, because like I said, this is Cordero's. I'm paying you if she's still here. By right, Cordero has no rights to Camari. I'm the sole parent of Camari. So anything that Cordero gets to do with Camari is me being nice. He has no rights to her when he left the state of Indiana. Let's put that out there. So me being me, and I know how much Camari wants to be involved with her dad, I'm like, you can get the summers and the holidays or whatever, cool. So when it came time to this whole year's thing or whatever, he's like, if you were saving like you said, you should be good. You're not buying Camari anything or doing anything for her at all right now. You don't have to, but somehow you're still asking for more. I hope you don't owe all those people in your video. So in my music video, he claimed he never seen the video, but he knows so much about it. My brother and my sister is in my video. So I said, PSA, then we get people in my video are my brother and sister and cousins, clown. I said, but let's just handle this professionally because I'm tired of talking to you. I'm tired of getting into it with you. And I'm tired of being in a situation and you be immature about it. So let's just handle it the correct way. Okay, sorry for thinking you were mine going up every day. So my number one priority is paying off that. I don't give a about your taxes, fam. I don't give a about what you have going on. This was your idea. I didn't have to let Camari come out there and stay with you. So the fact that I can always go on my part, do my part, and you can always get amnesia and throw, oh, I got to pay this, I got to do that, fam, you're weak. You're so weak at the end of the day. So he said, if you want to get Camari back, come and pick her up personally. I said, that's not a problem. So the days go by. Camari's on the phone with me. He's like, oh, Camari, who are you talking to? She's like, my mom. He's like, oh, Nike, did you see the video? Did you see the house? I'm like, I heard about it. He's like, let's just stop arguing and agree to disagree. I don't argue with you because at the end of the day, there's no point in arguing. I said what I said, and it is what it is. Camari is 7 years old. So for two grown people to sit up and have a discussion about her mother, how grown do that make y'all look? She asked them for lasagna. She asked them for food. And they told her no and made her do push-ups when she ate the food. My child is 7. She's a growing girl. When she at home, if she wants to eat, as long as it's not cake, pies, cookies, candy, and any of that, Camari can have whatever it is she wants to have. So for her to be turned down at 6 o'clock in the afternoon about some lasagna, yeah, y'all got me So I'm on the phone with them yesterday. Cordero's all, I love you. I want to see you. I didn't tell Camari to call you and tell you that I was sending her home because I was going to bring her home personally. Oh, you were going to bring her home personally because you wanted to see me, correct? So then he's like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, okay, cool. So I said, you need to humble yourself. Everything that you have can be taken away in the blink of an eye. He states, no, I don't need to humble myself. If you don't like what I'm doing, take me to court. I said, that's not a problem. I will. Casper finally had a voice and finally wants to speak up outside of the social media, outside of YouTube and say, oh, come get this work. Clapping, doing all this unnecessary kids is around. I'm on the phone with my child and she's on my child's phone talking crazy to me, cussing and clapping and she rah-rahing and this and that. So of course I said what I said, bitch. At the end of the day, you're mad because you can't have kids.